Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Happy Saturday to you. I'm meteorologist Brian James. Over the next couple of days, we're looking for temperatures to stay on the warm side, but we're also increasing low-level moisture, which means we're going to increase the chance for some showers and thunderstorms as the next storm system makes its way in during the late Sunday on into Monday timeframe, and I'll talk about that coming up here in a minute. Here's temperatures overnight tonight, dropping back down into the upper 60s as we start Sunday. It'll warm up to around 80 by the time we get to about 11 a.m. Generally a dry forecast. Overnight tonight, a stray shower thunderstorm possible through the overnight hours, but the vast majority of us will stay dry overnight tonight. So here's what we have going on. Radar satellite showing a few scatter clouds. A stray shower not out of the realm of possibility, but like I said, for the most part, just a canopy of clouds out there, a mix of clouds, and a few peaks of the stars overnight tonight, but generally looking for a partly cloudy sky overnight tonight. Watching a storm system back to our west and northwest. Big ridge of high pressure building in the central U.S. once again. We're going to watch some of these, what we call ridge riders, the storm systems that come up and over the top of that ridge, and once it drops back down to the south and east, that's usually when it starts to interact with some moisture coming in from the Gulf, or sometimes just residual moisture from the previous storm system. And in this case, we got a little increase in some of the moisture from the Gulf, and that's going to improve our rain chances. So here's that big ridge of high pressure. Here's our ridge rider going to slide off to the east and drop down to the south as we go through the next couple of days. So Sunday on into Monday, watch that cluster of storms develop. So that area of low pressure develops a cluster of storms. They drop down to the south and southeast. Could be a cluster of storms that have some strong winds with it. If it holds together, would have a chance to impact us as we head through Sunday night into Monday. And another batch of storms may develop Monday night and go into early on Tuesday before that storm system starts to move away. But for the most part, that ridge anchored back toward the west of us means we'll have a chance for another one of these ridge riders as we head through the next week as well. But for the most part, the best rain chances will be Sunday night into Monday, Monday night into Tuesday. Then that storm system moves away by the middle part of next week. So we do have some rain chances. Again, it's going to be mostly Sunday night into early Monday, then Monday night into early Tuesday. So during the day, you're not seeing as much of a chance for showers and storms. And then as we go into the weekend, there could be another one of those storm systems trying to slide in. It is going to heat back up though Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow's highs upper 80s near 90, low 90s for Monday, Tuesday. We're back in the upper 80s as we head through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Could have a more appreciable cold front by the time we get to Saturday. That would drop us down into the upper 70s. So here's Futurecast overnight tonight, showing that chance for a stray shower, but generally just some scattered clouds during the day tomorrow. Sunday night into Monday, we're going to watch that cluster of storms back to the west and north slide to the south and east. And if we see those storms move in, they could have some gusty winds and perhaps some heavier downpours, so be mindful about that. And then Monday evening, another cluster of storms develop. Those will drop down to the south as well. So be weather aware in terms of rainfall. Not expecting a ton, but around a quarter to half an inch of rain will be possible, especially if we happen to get one of those batches of showers and storms to make their way in. Severe weather outlook for tomorrow stays up to the north of us, but then on Monday, more of a chance for us and that slight risk to see some of those showers and thunderstorms around. The forecast for tonight, we're dropping back down mostly into a mix of mid to upper 60s. A stray shower thunderstorm possible to the south, but again, most of us will be dry. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures mid to upper 80s. It's going to be steamy out there, and we'll have that chance for showers and thunderstorms on Monday, Sunday night, Monday, then Monday night, Tuesday. Not great chances. Temperatures do drop a little bit over the middle part of the week and maybe more so by next weekend.